Right, hello again YouTube. Welcome back to some more Super Robot Wars. We've been locked in. We're going to have to do a certain mission. I was hoping we'd be able to quickly go and do something else first, but we don't have a choice. So we're going to be doing this one. I don't know what it is. Well, let's go. Massive ship lands in the Mare Deuteronicus. In the end, the EFF brass sends us off to Mars anyway. A supposedly independent combat unit. We've got a real lack of independence going on here. Oh yeah, to say quickly. Oh, I actually just realised he's right. Yeah, we got forced to this mission. Yeah, don't worry. There's not going to be so much of a drought this week on episodes. There was I think a day's break, but I'm going to try and get some recorded today because I want to play more Robot Wars, and you guys have been a bit short recently, so the two overlap. Say the complaints for later. The situation's serious this time. Hey, I'm not really complaining. So massive structure landed in the Martian Sea, huh? I heard the local Federation forces attempted to make contact even. Probably hear about that in the briefing. This will be a reconnaissance operation in the Mare Deuteronicus. Yeah, we got that. Yeah, we got that. Based on recent events, Federation Command believes this to be an alien city ship. Oh. They up and moved the entire city to Mars? Yowza. Ooh, what if they bought housewarming cookies? Alright, you two. More good faces. Local forces sent a scout team to investigate. They shot down after meeting violent resistance. So much voted for cookies. Oh boy, so we got alien invaders. Why haven't the main EFF forces on Mars moved against them? Unfortunately, they operate on an independent chain of command. Because the aliens don't initiate any aggression, the local forces are going to continue monitoring the situation. But why? Are they lazy or something? Yes. Maybe not. Most Martian residents migrated to Mars 20 years ago during the Grand Settlement. Development outpaced local government's ability to keep the peace, and entire regions fell into lawlessness. Federation forces have demonstrated a remarkable unwillingness to risk their lives addressing the issue. They are lazy. I hate to say it, but that's just how it is. Armors might be considered antiques on Earth, but they're still common sight on Mars, especially in the hands of robbers and bandits. Armors are old. They predate mobile suits and Mazda, if you can believe that. Apparently they're based on relics from ancient Martian ruins. Wait, Vans? Dan of Thursday? What I think it is? Yes. I thought we knew this. So basically the local troops can't be bothered to get off the couch, they call us in. But simply, yes. That said, they are willing to assist in diversionary efforts. Let's get in there and curb stomp these interstellar chumps. My first order of business is to attempt to make contact with the aliens. Once we ascertain their reasons for coming to our solar system, we might be able to open up diplomatic relationships between them and the Federations. Yeah, until we know their objectives, we need to avoid sparking an all-out war. Let's hope we can become friends. Depends, you. We don't know who they are yet, so might be someone we can make friends with, might not. We can't ignore the fact they shot down our scouts, however. Very perfect, but we've also developed a translator for their language based on intercepted communications. Apparently they're from a star system they call Pentagonia, or Pentagona. And their weapons are referred to as heavy metals. Not a name I recognise off the top of my head, so this could be another new series. Interesting name for a mobile weapon. Aliens have arrived on Mars. We might have to fight them. Yeah, it's normally the other way around. It's normally the aliens coming from Mars. Contact Pentagona. Pentagona? I don't know. Ooh. So head to their ship. Martian forces lured away the aliens to the vicinity, huh? Thanks to them, we've been able to get this close. With that said, what the... Hard to believe such a massive city is an interstellar vessel. Besides that statue, I wonder if it was made in the image of their ruler. Should you say the same thing? I think so. Look at that massive statue. If it represents their ruler, then they probably operate under a different system of government than we do. The alien squadron is emerging from the city and approaching. I know what it reminds me of. It's a bit Geofront-ish. Those are heavy metals, I take it. Oh, sorry. Even after their other forces are led away, they still have this many troops in reserve? We should consider this the tip of the iceberg. If they're from another star system, I don't doubt they brought enough firepower to defend themselves. I've also just realised the scale of their ship. The Drake House is enormous. Look at the size of this thing compared to it. I've just twigged onto that. Like, it really is a whole city. Heavy metal squadron is moving to attack. You're right, Mitsubishi. and representative of the Earth Federation, the organising body of this star system's inhabitants. Visitors from Pentagona, please respond. Oh, they understand our speech, do they? Look at that hairstyle. She's definitely from something from the 80s. Also just realised her mech's different. She's the only one with the cross on armed one. That's the pilot of the Golden Heavy Metal. Looks like communication's on the table, unlike with the Rogaru. Standard bits of her introduction. We mean you no harm. We ask that you cease hostilities so we may open a dialogue and understand your goals in our star system. You seek a dialogue? Consider this a statement of the Hoist Saddle? No, that's not one I recognise. Hoist Saddle forces, then. Please cease, with no intention of fighting you. Trespass upon feet. Sanctum with the great and powerful Oldner Hoist is to commit an unforgivable sin. I think we might have breached one of their taboos, Mitsuba. No, I don't think so. Their way of thinking is likely not that dissimilar to our own. That's just an excuse to justify attacking us. Which means they use force of arms to achieve their aims. Oh, so they are invading. Or something along those lines. Stage has been set for war, just as Lord Kawaza commanded. Oh, no, they were totally starting a fight. That turns feet into a war zone before checking on the Emperor. Commander Mitsuba? Right, we need to gather as much intel as possible for the battles to come. All ships advance, we're landing. Prioritize scouting and intel gathering as the situation permits. All units prepare to launch. They're going to scout around while we do the fighting. Not a bad idea, actually. Right. Bring down, because it got mentioned. Let's have the mages. Aliens won't know what to do with magic. Hopefully. Well, Callum, because she's supposed to be good at intel gathering, right? Wasn't she doing a bit of that? Who have we got left? Let's bring G.A. and Combatler. Varied lists up a little bit more than I normally do. Did I ever upgrade Callum? I probably should. Let's come to this. I think she's going to be a fairly major character. Don't attack Yama, not yet. With no intention of using force. We still negotiate. Negotiate with this. Shoots us. We have to fight. Decided this is just what they wanted. Based on how they're acting, I'm pretty sure this was inevitable. Very well, all units, you're authorised to engage. Prioritize intel collection. Oh, 5 minutes, I've got 5 turns. Oh baby, time to see what makes these alien weapons tick. Careful, those heavy metals seem to have excellent speed and manoeuvrability. Sorry about this, I thought this cold was done with, but looks like long-range optical weaponry has a limited effectiveness against them. Oh, ready to fight, are you? Allow me to introduce myself then. She's the one with the impressive hair. Name is Nei Mohan. Or Mohan? As a member of Poseidon's Extra 13, the Emperor's granted me the honour of piloting this org. I'm not going to look at what that means because I'd be spoiling myself. I don't know who these guys are. I want to see the plot as it comes up. Wait, are they going under the surface or are they like a stegosaur spine sat? I think it's like a spine sat on the surface. It kind of looked like I was seeing through a second layer there. You dare to defile feet's sanctity. With ample time to reflect upon your foolishness as you depart this mortal coil. You talk very fancy. Or Zimmerit coating. I don't think Zimmerit reduces damage from beam weapons. I'm pretty sure it was to stop magnetic mines. To varying effect. I'm pretty sure that's a World War II thing, Zimmerit paste. Try to use melee attacks where possible. Okay. That's interesting that they've done something like that, though, because that's not something they did much in the previous games, or at least I never noticed it. Let's have a quick look. Val Bud. Interesting looking face. Let's go have a look at that ability of theirs. Mech info. There it is. How do I check that ability? I want to see how it works. How do I... Oh, F1 details. There we go. 1000 attack from ranged beam attacks. Also, shells might still work as well. Maybe. Is this technically a ranged attack? This is melee. Okay, well, Gedda's going to be okay. See how much damage you take as well. Yeah, that statue doesn't look suspect at all. Alien versus Axe. Kinda like their robot's design. It's quite simple, but But mind you, the bad guys would probably want to have a simple design, right? Because you've got to keep drawing it. Okay, so we're doing reasonable damage, at least in melee. What's he gonna do? Oh, he's got a beam saber. Okay, damage is not negligible. Negligible? I can't say it for some reason. So we've got to be a little bit careful. That said, Umi should be able to defeat him in very high speed. Wow, her animation runs fast. One down already. Okay. This shouldn't be impossible to beat by any means then. We've got to try and get Koji some kills as well still. Oh, they're all melee. Could be an easy win. That's an easy win. Yeah, good bit of damage. Already know he's not going to hit. Oh, I should actually let their attacks play out because we don't know if they're going to have more animations. Although Tetsuya should be able to... Tetsuya? No, Tetsuya is the one who just attacked. Koji should be able to bring this one down. Do a bullseye just in case on him. Yeah, we'll melee it. I said melee works better, so we'll literally use the one called melee. Yeah, that piece on Mars that it sounds like isn't a thing, but we're working on it. Also, for a bunch of aliens, a phrase like punching out is a very human one. Maybe that's the translator. Isn't that normally what they use for like fighter jets? Ugh, I step out for a smoke and Mars grows a new batch of troublemakers. They're coming in, take off your damn shoes and then get the hell out. That might be one of my favourite lines so far. What is it? Literally, what are you talking about, man? I guess the scale's right, they're not that enormous then. They're a little bit smaller than Vansmack. I don't think his is huge, or Vansmack even. Vansmack that is called Dan, just to confuse me. Right, he does have a gun as well. Yes, they do have more than one animation. There are mages in there. The Windham can do something this time. Yeah, is Cannon actually quite fast? You haven't got a speed boosting ability. Yeah, but she is actually quite quick. I reckon she'll still get a hit. 70% chance is pretty good. Ow. And of course, we've got our girls back. We focus, I have a feeling she's going to take a lot of fire this turn. Like that whole side. We won't let you spread death and destruction. If you're just here to take what you want by force, we're going to have to ask you to get off Mars. Our planet. These are our Martians, we're looking after them. Although those buildings are sticking up. You can sort of see them in the background, yeah. They do sort of stick up above the surface. Really? It's just like a full metropolis, though. Well, again, I suppose it is a city, a literal city ship, but it's still impressive. I'll worship into the thick of things. Ooh. Fu coming in with a long range defend. Not needed though. See if this does anything through the barrier. That did a lot. I reckon that's not counted as a beam because that didn't get defended against properly. Or it's technically a melee weapon. You can't have anything better than the sword? Yes. No point holding back, Koji. We actually want you to get some kills. Yeah, definitely worried about their boss. Ooh, ship's coming in to defend. Oh, come on, that was so close. Poor guy's having a bad day. No, you did land on Mars and then immediately, like, attack. Like, when they're actually trying to be nice and talk to you. Yeah, bit out of range. And we'll hope for a dodge on this one. Heard those. Oh, they do know about magic. There's me thinking we'd have the edge here. Ow. Yeah, that one. Yeah, they do actually hit reasonably hard. Mind you, not that Umi's the best defended, but no, actually no, it did about 1,000. It did 1,500 against Get a Dragon. It just, I think these just do hit quite hard. Not that they're unbeatable by any means, though. They're not tremendously durable. And, yeah, nobody can hit Dove. That isn't a character at the moment by the look of it. She's just too fast. I love watching this thing in action. It's just the killer frisbee. Well, this Gundam never did any melee bits. Well, maybe they did and I missed it, but it seems like the sort of thing they might do. They fire the beams right, but you could just, presumably, just plug a beam saber into each one. Use them a bit like a Penny from Ruby with the sort of spinning disc of swords. I guess that's kind of what the Leap Slasher is. Here's a cool shot, that one. I think they've started to realise that none of this squad are grunts. If he's suddenly realising that, it's like they might be realising everyone's an ace here. Or maybe not, but... I reckon these guys are coming back a bit because they've got specific dialogue lines. Even if I'm still not sure what series they're from. Oh yeah, Croissant's presumably going to be coming over in a minute. I guess the photon rifle is the sort of thing it's shield or block. Lacking in the armour department. I don't know about that. I genuinely don't know because we've never needed to test it. It just doesn't really get hit. Ah, there's the Zimrit coding, yeah. It still did 4,000. Yeah, the shield is not too much of an issue. It is a problem, but I appreciate the game sort of teaches you this stuff a bit more. Okay. Never thought anyone as fierce or well equipped as them. Is the Emperor fully aware of what they're capable of? Captain, the ship is approaching the area at high speed. Reinforcements? No, ma'am, they're not ours. I don't think they're Poistals either. Posidals. Yo, what is this haircut? I get the plan to smash our way into Sweet. KO. Kiao? Am? This is way crazier than I was expecting. You sure you want to do this, Dabber? Is that a Gundam? Looks a bit like a Gundam. Positive, it may be in a different star system, but this is a golden opportunity. It's probably not a Gundam. Can figure out a way back to Pentagono after we take out Poseidon. Just be careful, Dabba. We're strutting around in bow buds, so they're definitely the top of the pops. El Game? The Dabba Myra. Oh my god, what are these names? He decided to show himself, has he? I like how the names continue to get weirder. What's going on here? I say for sure, but the white heavy metal doesn't seem to be a friend of the Poseidon people. I have to do this, but I'll use the locals as... Oh, I hate to do this, but I'll use the locals as a diversion. Also has a very small fairy, apparently. Encouraging fairy. Ah, how could I... Poseidon? They're going to emerge from the statue, or are they going to be the statue? What the... Where am I? Oh, he's got sucked into the void. Within the rift between dream and reality, I've been awaiting your arrival, Davin Myred. Oh, no, Poseidon. Oh, God. So, mushroom for a head. Looks a bit like a jellyfish. Possibly has no arms. Very effeminate face. I don't know. I don't know what to make of this one. There's no one here to bother us. Let us talk. Talk? You destroyed every dynasty on every planet in Pentagona. You killed my parents and left the Yaman clan in ruins. Why? What drove you to such tyrannical ends? I merely obey Pentagona's natural order. What's natural about eradicating entire races? Who'd agree to such twisted logic? Before I unified them, the people of Pentagona were a scattered patchwork of endlessly warring tribes. Then they found the hyperspace core? That might be a different series. But they do peace too. Transient peace, fleeting. What can come of such a thing? We, the people of Pentagona, were given such a wondrous home among the stars. But nothing was learned from the universe's teaching. Hang on. I need to... Said to be a 68-year-old man. Okay, so there's a guy. Oh, 68! Oh, you're looking alright for 68, I've got to admit. Seas and every planet have scored for power since time immemorial. To know the history of Pentagona world... Okay, is to know the unending desecration of its holy name. I am but a child of God. Oh, God. Okay, good start. Said to bring order to the world through trial divine. Is that how you justify your reign of murder and violence? My hand has been has it really, though? Hand has been forced by foolish subjects such as yourself. So you crush innocents underfoot that insult their intelligence. Pentagona is kept alive to endure divine trial. In a regime resists the strength in the hearts and minds of the people. Only true citizens who overcome such trials will know a better tomorrow. Nuts. Got it. Was going to this star system part of your trial? There's a better tomorrow light at the end of all this? It does indeed. You fail to understand, young one. A shame. Now, allow me to unmake your mind. Dava. Oh boy. He's getting mind crushed over there. Dava, get a hold of yourself, Dava. I do like her design. I'm not really too keen on the sort of fairy sidekick, but I think this one actually kind of works. Lilith, was I out cold? You got quiet all of a sudden when we got close to that statue. You didn't respond for about 5 seconds. I guess time behaves differently in that space I was in. Nope. What is going on here? Is his nose got like bashed, or has he got like a... Is it like a stray line? Is this like an accidental line left in on the artwork? That doesn't look quite right. Or like a really big nose hair? I found you now, Dabamyra. Let's see if it's still there, if it changes his face. Gable. When we learned to take a hint. What now, Dava? Well, mission priority... Oh, mission partially accomplished. Let's withdraw for now. It's still there for now. You can run Dava, however hiding, however, will prove significantly less effective. I never gave you orders to launch, Gable. But with this bat shoe in tow, and I have a role to play that transcends the chain of command. Why, did you notice how Dabamyra attempted to harden the statue? If that is not an unforgivable act, what is? The more you run your mouth, the less seriously I take you. In any case, today's foes are far tougher than anything we've yet faced. If you're looking to get ahead, winning the day would be a right step in that direction. Or step in the right direction. It is still there. Either they're just changing his eyes, or this... I'm really confused by that. Dabamyra will remain my primary target, however. Okay, I'll get back. Fighting in that thing is suicide. What are you going to do? Oh, what are you trying to pull, Dabba? You're going to get caught in the crossfire. What is he in? It's like a little shuttle. Up until now, I've been the one getting you and Am in trouble. This time I'm getting myself caught in the crossfire. Oh, Dabba, just make sure you come back in one piece. Made sure to seal off the area around L Game's cockpit, so you've got to go underwater. Is that going to be relevant? Is there water around? Appreciate it, Ko. Pick you up when the coast is clear. Stay in one piece till then. Not dying, not until Poseidon was defeated. What was the line about the water about? White heavy metals hit a fight. My 80s suspicion is increasing with this music. They don't seem too concerned about us. Probably best to leave them to their business then. The blue heavy metal that shows up as reinforcement seems to be targeting it though. Poseidon comes to invade another star system and yet he refers to himself as a child of God. What should I do? It's fine. Back us up. Alright, let's try your new machine. No, actually, let's get Koji's kill first before I forget about it. So just ignoring the theme a bit. So the ship's support attack might be kicking in now. Good logic, Koji. Not even making fun of him this time, he's right. So you have a machine gun. I'm pretty sure bullets aren't stopped by a beam shield. Maybe they are. Actually, let's send you up against hand launcher. Can we get closer? We can. Power launcher, saber. Let's try his first melee weapon. What have you got for spirits? You, and you do get piloting assistance. Bless game daunt. Should be good for increasing his power quickly. We'll hope for a miss, but you squirmed your pathetic way off Mizoon. Only to wash up here. Fancy that. And you left the boonies of Khan just to fall on your fail your way to the top of Poseidon's goon squad. Silence. Joining the army is a perfectly reasonable way for a man to find his way in the world. Speedy too. I'm not interested in riding rails someone else put down for me. I wonder if the Getter team are gonna take note of that specific line or set of words. That brings a certain phrase to mind. So stick to your rails and stop following me around, Gavley. Gavlet? I don't know. Oh, Gavley? Decent hit. Is that actually part of his nose then? Oh, it is! It's actually drawn on his full face sprite. Food stealing. I feel like there's some history there. Right. We need morale. Can we boost it? No. Shoot one down and get the ship in. So that's what they're after, but things are already escalating towards war. Want to avoid that, we have to gather as much intel as possible. Here, catch. Hey, good job. Zoom, then spook him even more by just shooting across the map. Captain Bright. Good supporting fire from you. Need to get him moving and shoot as soon as we can as well. Or if we can anyway. I think the battleships will really benefit from it. Yeah, I don't think Zimmerik's going to do much against battleship grade. I should have gone home when I had the chance. I was one day from retirement. Right. Combatler, let's get you to get a hit in, because you struggle with speed so badly that you barely ever do get a good hit. I'd like to use him more, I just need to get some parts that improve his speed. He's just so painfully slow. Unfortunately in Robot Wars that really does affect your character because you don't get leveled up as quickly. Sometimes it must just be bad deployment as well, like it's just unlucky where he ends up, because I don't know where the enemy's going to be, but... Oof. Everyone's leveled up. Right. Can you pull a very long range shot from there, J-Decker? He actually can as well. Against you, why not? Let the others pile into that main group. On Mars and Earth, apparently. So I can't believe one of his big finishes is just a gun. It checks out, I suppose, but it's a good gun, but it's still funny. Alright, however, thanks to that chat with, God, question mark? Whatever was going on there. That's where we're going to have to wrap it up for this episode. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. If you want to help the channel, check out the links in the description. I am a games designer, so you can either support me by picking up a copy, or you can come sail in the Discord. See you guys in the next one. Goodbye.